Hey, hey, boss. Hey, welcome. I am doing something different today. Jump starting live for the Jumpstart Your Back to Business virtual conference experience that begins literally now. I'm going to literally hit record. The recording has started. Yay! So that we can begin back to business. Yes! The agenda for Back to Business this year is all about how to start now, how to get clear, how to move forward. I'm super excited because we've got just an amazing live and lit series of speakers and sessions that you guys are really and truly going to enjoy. So, first thing that I'm going to do today as part of Back to Business is actually kick things off with a conversation around how to start to work at home full time. Okay. And feel free to check in with me. Let me know who you are and where you are. I see you guys are coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All of the lovely ladies in the mix. Valerie, all the way from the UK. Hello, Dr. Marilyn, who says good morning to everyone. So happy to have finally gotten this thing on. Happy to be here. Hey, Sandra. Hi, everyone from the Manchester, United Kingdom. Welcome. We've got US ladies, UK ladies. Jacqueline here from Tennessee. Good stuff. I see you guys are coming on in. Keep coming on in from Nashville. I love it. I need to visit Nashville. Keep coming on in. So, all right, y'all, if you are watching me live, I've never done this before. I am going to give you guys a taste of the Back to Business. So we're doing webinars right now on one computer, and I'm jumping on live so you guys can get a taste of Back to Business. Make sure that you register over at backtobusiness.me so you can get the details to join us on the webinars today, because we have literally a full day of sessions. I've got my next speaker, Lavon, both on live as well as here on the live stream webinar. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. Without any further delay, because we are on a time crunch. I see, hey, Ada from Fort Lauderdale. Let's do this. Let's start off the first conversation around what I want to share when it comes to starting to work at home full time. Okay. Now, jumpstart your business. This is a few things that I wanted to share as far as what's going to be happening today. First and foremost, the hashtag. You're going to hear a lot of tweetable quotes from me and from the participants, from the attendees. The hashtag is B2B20, and you can tag me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Sister Sense. Our group, our Facebook group is firestarters.sistersense.com. So, baby, get in the group, whether you're watching live or via the replays, so that you can really dig in, you can chat, and you can make connections, because this is what it's all about, making lifelong business connections with myself, with the speakers, and other participants. And of course, I have a freebie Jumpstart Your Business journal. For those of you who are watching the webinars, you'll see that on the screen. Make sure that you write that down, screenshot the page, so that you can get your free Jumpstart Your Business journal, plus a few other goodies that I want to share with you as well. Don't forget that there is an affiliate program as part of Back to Business, so that you can not only learn, but earn. So make sure that you go to backtobusiness.me, you sign up for the affiliate program, and tell your business besties they better come on in, join us live, and watch the replays too. So what I want to do is share today a 5-point plan with you when it comes to getting ready to start and work full time at home. So hopefully you guys are ready. You have your notebooks open. I'm going to basically walk you through these 5 points. How to get ready to transition, number 1. How to diversify your income, number 2. Number 3, how to turn your niche into a network, one of my personal favorites. That was like one of the first ebooks I wrote. Like, oh my God, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. One of my first ebooks was Turn Your Niche into a Network. We're going to talk about how to focus on repeat business and help your money grow. So we're going to dig into these 5 points today. As I mentioned before, I've got a full day of Back to Business webinar sessions. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take you guys into the first one. So some of you guys are watching me via the live stream. Most of my attendants are on the webinar conference. And if you want to see the slides plus listen to all the sessions today, You want to make sure you go to backtobusiness.me to register. So, first thing, let's talk about what it means to get ready to transition. Okay. Many moons ago, when I decided that I was going to work at home for myself full time, this was in the midst of working a 9 to 5 in New York. Now I live in North Carolina. When I got pregnant with my son, I said, oh, no, I want to be at work at home mama. So I want to say about 3 to 4 months into the pregnancy, I was a counselor working in New York. I decided to quit the job and work at home. That's what I wanted to do. And between me being 3 to 4 months pregnant, quitting my job, to my son being 3 to 4 months old, we transitioned from New York to North Carolina. Okay. So a lot happened in that time period. I'm not going to take up time to talk about all of that. Binge watch some of my lives this week on the Starting Our series, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those stories. The first one in particular was full of goodness, full of unexpected goodness. How many of you guys are experiencing things where unexpected things, good things, or maybe challenging things are happening, and you're like, now is the time for me to figure out how to make this work at home thing work for me, right? So to be able to get ready for the transition, being a new mom, quitting my job, transitioning from New York to North Carolina, there were a few things that I did. Okay. And I'm going to share those things with you all now. Okay. This is my time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is your time. So, number one, I created a monthly money map of my bills. So before I transitioned from my 9 to 5, it's urgent that I take I see someone say it's urgent that I take steps now. Absolutely, absolutely. I know if that's the feeling, I want to be able to support you, right? And share. You're Vaughn from Brooklyn, baby. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop looking at the comments so I can share these strategies with you guys and stay on time. Okay, so I created a monthly money map so I knew what my expenses were, how much money I needed to sustain. Because sometimes we don't really know when we're just kind of bringing in money from our job and things are working and things are flowing. When you are the source of the income, right? You got to get clear about what needs to be in, right? I relocated from New York to North Carolina just before Brooklyn became the new Manhattan, and things went ridiculously skyrocket crazy in the beginnings of gentrification. I would say, when did we leave? About 2006, 2007. I relocated from New York to North Carolina to reduce my cost of living. I removed all unnecessary expenses to cut the fat. Even when I was working full time, I was a side hustle sister, right? So I built a sustainable side hustle that I could transition into a full time work at home business, right? That's something that you got to do. I mean, you could just, quit and then hope and pray something works out. But, I had to some degree, I had a transition plan because I had already been working on my side hustle as a web designer, creating self-published books and working with clients. I was doing that before I completely got off my job, right? So do you have a sustainable side hustle that you can translate into your core business? And I did a couple of things. I created a savings. Wasn't a lot of money, honey. It was just a couple $1,000s, but I had a savings because startups don't pay up right away, right? I needed to pay the bills and take care of the baby. And I worked to both improve and rebuild my credit so that in the first couple of years, being an entrepreneur, there are ebbs and flows to the process, right? I needed to make sure that I had good credit, that could sustain me when I needed a little bit of extra cash to float me. And I also took, I want to say, maybe one or two personal loans, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, just to kind of cushion me, right? When I had slow periods. So in the process of transitioning, I got clear about my monthly expenses, reduced all extra things. I'm sorry, got clear about the bills, reduced unnecessary expenses, started to really take my side hustle to the next level, had a savings to start with when the business was just kind of trickling things in, because you got to transition from 9 to 5 to full-time entrepreneur. And I worked to improve and rebuild my credit. Okay. Those were the first few places I started. Okay. Exactly. Dr. Marilyn says, since the kids are learning virtually, we must pivot to working at home. Jacqueline says, amen to that. Amen to that. So the next thing that I did here was focused on diversifying my income. Okay. Hey, by the way, good morning. Good morning. You guys who are watching me live, I'm taking you inside the Back to Business webinar conference. You can't see the slides because literally what you need to do is go over to backtobusiness.me so that you can register to see all the sessions today, all the good that we are going to be talking about. Now, for me, the next thing that I did essentially was focus on diversifying my income, because when I started to work at home, my primary core was that I was building websites for people. And at the end of the day, that is what I consider an HPP, a high price point product, right? Now, when you sell high price point premium products, you may not get clients in every day. So I had to learn how to create low price point products. I started to, say, hey, I can create a graphic for you. I can create banners for you. I can sell ads on my website. I was looking for low price point things to help me balance out when the HPP sales were coming in, or they were not coming in, so I could balance, right? Then PIP, passive income. I said, okay, well, I need to get some people who are paying me on a monthly basis, right? Bringing in some passive income, and then OPP, other people's products. I remember when I was trying to figure out how to make sense of AdSense, Google AdSense. I don't do it that much anymore, but back in the day, I was doing Google AdSense, and I learned how to bring in an extra $10,000 into my income, right? Supplementary income. So between my LPPs, HPPs, PIPs, and OPPs, I learned that if you don't just have one stream, but if you've got different streams coming in, some premium clients, some low price point products, passive income, affiliate incomes, this is how I became a full-time work at home mama. I created sustainability for myself, okay? If that makes sense for you. Hopefully it does. So I'm going to share with you a couple of the essential offers that for me allow me to sustain and work at home. And I've been doing this for almost 2 decades now, right? Which is crazy. I just turned 40 this year. Number one, balance, right? So not only do I have high price point offers, I also have low price points. So HPP and LPP. Some people used to put their nose up at me. How can you sell things for $1 and $2? And then when they HPP money dried up, they came to me, said, oh, LaShonda, I know you the LPP queen. Can you show me how to do? You got to have balance, because it's great when you get people buying your HPP high price point products. But if that dries up, what you going to do, right? So for me, it all began to kind of transition from just selling services to also creating digital products, specifically Start Here entry point products for people who say, I need to start ... And I was very shy. I'm a social introvert. I didn't want to really talk to nobody. I just kind of wanted to put my stuff up online and have people buy. But eventually people kept asking me questions. They wanted to talk to me personally. So I then started to do Call Me consulting services and mentorship. Then I started to create continuity subscription-based offers like my mastermind. Then I built bundles, big bundles, so that I could go from, just LPPs that were 7 to 97, 197, 497. And of course, paired that with print on demand products, getting into self-publishing, putting things on Amazon and other platforms. So these were some of the essential offers that as an entrepreneur, infopreneur, I began to produce, right? Now, when it comes to turning your niche into a network, the goal here is that you are building a brand, right? You're building a brand and you have followers that love you. One of my favorite essays, and I always talk about it, this guy wrote an essay, Kevin Kelly, about true fans. Basically, he said, if you've got 1,000 people and they pay you $100, that's 6 figures for the year. Now, that is something that I've been sharing with you guys, because at some point I realized that if I turn my niche, the things that I love, into a branded network, and I have this tribe of people who love me and buy from me consistently, that's going to allow me to stay at home regularly, full time, right? So what I did was I focused on a few things. Number one, groups. I had some local events here. There's a platform called meetup.com, so you can create your own local meetup groups. I had a personal group. Now, let me say this. I've been doing this for 20 years. Okay. So my first group was called Sisters Making Money, and it was on MySpace. So before Facebook groups, we had MySpace. Y'all remember, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So I've been doing groups for a very long time. Right. And so I started off with my MySpace group. Now that would be a Facebook group, right? And then I created a branded social network, the BBWO network, Black Business Women Online. That's still around all these years. A lot of people come to me and was like, girl, I remember you from the BBWO network, 10,000 members. You have to create a network. You have to create a network around your business, right? So there was never a time that I was like, oh, girl, I don't got nobody to buy my stuff. Because I've built a network around me, right? To establish the Sister Sense brand. To further establish the brand, I started doing events, both online and offline, the Power Circle Conference, Back to Business, this virtual conference, amazing experience that you guys are participating in now, starting to create your own branded offline and online experiences for your tribe. And then, of course, leading masterminds and incubators and workshops, right? This allowed me, again, all of these things are the fundamentals to what I did to turn my niche into a network. So literally with my network, I'm an organic marketer. I don't have to go out and pay for ads. Now I'm every now and again, I'll say this. I maybe boost a little post here or there, but I'm not a hardcore advertiser because I've spent all of these years really working to turn my niche into a network. Okay. Just full transparency. So the next thing that I'm going to say here is that I learned that in order to create a sustainable business, you got to focus on repeat business. Okay. Now, there are lots of businesses that got you on lock. The water bill, the light bill, the mortgage company, they got you on lock. Okay. Unless you change companies, those fundamental businesses, essentials, you paying into them pretty much every single month. Now, because of all the craziness that has happened this year, Netflix got us on lock now. Prime got us on lock now. Uber Eats got us on got us on lock now, right? They got repeat business. That's something that you've got to focus on if you want to create a sustainable work at home business full time. So here are a few fundamentals when it comes to repeat business that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay. Remember, keep in mind, you can share this out. Feel free to tag your business besties, those of you watching live. This is me giving you the first of several sessions that we're doing all day. I've got some great speakers today. And all the good is over at backtobusiness.me if you want to register and look at the actual slide presentation that I'm doing now for the amazing attendees and participants that are listening. And y'all are amazing, by the way. Sandra says, need to create some LPP products. Awesome. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do some fun things later on today. We're going to talk about monetization, and I'll help you create an LPP later today. Okay. So we're going to do that. Definitely. All right. So number one, you can't just simply have people buy on Amazon and not know who those people are, right? You can't just simply have people buy at events, get your stuff, and never contact them again. If you want to be able to create a sustainable business, you have to capture new customer emails so they can come back, buy again, and bring their friends. Rule number one, right? You want repeat business, make sure you capture new customer emails. For those of you who are here with customers, when they buy from you, are you capturing their emails? Are you putting them on your email list? A lot of people ask this question too. They say no. A lot of people still trying to figure out how to do funnels. A lot of people still don't quite know how to have an email list, right? You have to capture new customer emails. Let me tell you why. Why? Because then you get to do things like new deal newsletters. Send them out newsletters with your deals or weekly sales. One of my favorite Power Circle experts is Nicole Brown. She's the creator of the Izzy and Liv company. Baby, I love Izzy and Liv. I got Izzy. Here's my Izzy and Liv bag right beside me. I love me some Izzy and Liv. She was one of the speakers last year as part of Back to Business. Unfortunately, couldn't speak this year, but she still has us in her prayers and her support. One of the things that makes Izzy and Liv a multi-million-dollar company, and this is a sister girl who started this in her house, working at home with her babies around her. She said, LaShonda, you remember when I did Mahogany Mama? Because I did Multiple Shades of You, and she did Mahogany Mama. We've been doing this thing for a minute. I said, girl, I remember. I remember to be able to be at this point today. If you're a part of Izzy and Liv, they ain't no weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, she ain't dropping a sale. She does that because that's important. She does that because that allows her to create revenue consistently. I mean, her team, her employees, right? She's not doing it directly, you know, the Izzy and Liv team, the employees. But you need to consistently have more deals, more weekly sales, right? How many of you last time you check in with your email list was like 5 years ago when you opened the when you created the account? That was the last time you checked in with them. You need to do JV partnerships, having people that you can work with. So you share their stuff, they share your stuff. You need to have referral requests. Last month, I brought in $6,000 in new sales from 3 referrals from some of the ladies who speak at my events, like Tyshina Davis and Pam Perry and Tyora Moody. Just a couple of referrals. I am able to sustain without having to go out and, you know, pitch people or, you know, pay for tons of ads because I get referrals. I even have my own affiliate program. If you go to backtobusiness.me, not only can you register for the experience, but you can join the affiliate program, right? And some of you guys go, oh my God, I want to create an affiliate program. So the platform that I use for my affiliate program is called Thrivecart. Thrivecart is a great platform to create sales funnels. So I'm always telling clients, go to sistasense.com/Thrivecart. You can see it on the screen if you're watching the webinar. If you're watching me live, you can read it. Well, I'll spell it out. Thrivecart. So Thrivecart is the platform that I use to create my own personal affiliate programs. For next week, I'm going to be working with one of my clients to help her set up hers because she just signed up for Thrivecart. And if you want to sign up to Thrivecart through me, you can go to sistasense.com/Thrivecart, Thrivecart. Okay. So repeat business is essential. Last thing on this list as we wrap up, can you believe it or not? I have given you guys all 5 points and I still got time. I'm making good time today. I'm so proud of me. These are power sessions, by the way. So a couple of sessions today are going to be 30 minutes long. Then we've got a couple of sessions today that are going to be 60 minutes long. We got some really good power sessions. I cannot wait because I want to say in about 2 hours, I got my girl Lisa Marie from the Blackberry Beauty and also Helona Black. She is a self-published author and teacher. And Helona is currently in Vietnam. And Lisa Marie is currently in Ghana. And we're going to be talking about living that laptop lifestyle, working literally anywhere in the world. So they're going to be coming in from Ghana and Vietnam. And I'm here talking to you guys in North Carolina. I see some of you guys are watching from the UK, some of y'all in the States. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. One of my clients who's in Suriname, Denise, she checked in with me and she was like, oh my God, back to business. So I really love the international vibe and the sister girl love that we have here. Remember, feel free to share the tweetables that I say or any of the speakers say, hashtag B2B20, and you can tag me at Sister Sense on Twitter, Facebook, and what's that other one? Instagram. So last thing that I'm going to say before we go into the next speaker today, and y'all, I may give you a little bit of the next speaker, but you got to go to backtobusiness.me to listen to all the sessions today. Love it. Power sessions. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Referrals. Absolutely. It's so important for you to work on getting referrals and generating repeat business, right? So help your money grow. Help your money grow. Y'all know old school folks be talking about how, you know, before you get the money, you spent the money. You know, when your money is funny. Before you even get it, it's already gone. The bill collectors got it. Debt collectors got it. Right? All this stuff. here's the thing about being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, working at home, I learned very, very quickly that it's not like when you're getting a paycheck every week from your employer or every 2 weeks. It ain't like that. You know, some days you're like, woo, girl. Some days it's like, girl, I bought in 15,000 this month. Woo. You know, sometimes I hit the 4-figure goals. Sometimes I hit the 5-figure goals. But it's different every month. That's entrepreneurship, right? That's business. So I learned that I had to figure out how I was going to create something that was sustainable. I very early for myself created this, and then I started to teach my mentees that you have to create a cushion for yourself. What's a cushion? Well, money's going to trickle in, right? Maybe you make a couple dollars today, you make a couple dollars tomorrow. I always say set clear revenue goals, right? Now, if you set the revenue goal of $100 a day, 30 days, that's $3,000. If you set the revenue goal of $300, working towards $300 a day, 30 days, that's $9,000, right? You got to set clear goals for yourself. Some days you may make a couple dollars, some days you may make no dollars, but it's going to trickle in. So how do you simulate feeling like you flowing, you got consistency when things are just kind of trickling in? Some of you guys, your trickle-in factor is really bad. Like maybe you get a handful of sales because you went to an event or you did a launch, and then 3-4 weeks, 2 months later, you ain't seen nothing. Everything dries up, right? Creating the cushion for me means that number one, I remember I said to you, I started with the savings. Number two, at several points, I had to take personal loans just because I always tell you guys, startups don't pay up right away. And so as opposed to feeling anxious that I needed to bring in money because I got these bills and I got stuff to pay, I got personal loans so that, and not a lot of money. Don't even think that I'm telling y'all that I got 20,000 and 50,000 and sometimes it was just 3,000 or 5,000, but it was enough to give me some air to breathe, right? Working capital. I always talk about PayPal working capital. If you have money that you're bringing in, try to apply for it. PayPal has working capital, Stripe has working capital, so that can give you a little bit of money. What does that do? That cushion of savings, loans, or capital, that allows the money to trickle in and it allows it to grow and accumulate, right? So I have a business account, and when people buy from me, the money goes into my business account, right? So I'll look in, it'll say $5,000 this week or $9,000 this week, but I'm not looking in it every day because it's trickling in. Some of you are not able to create something that's sustainable because the minute you get it, you spend it. And you're like, I ain't making no money. Honey, you making money. It's just that it's going faster. It's going out faster than it's coming in, right? So you got to be able to create some form of sustainability. For me, it starts with creating a cushion, right? Then also think about passive income projects, like you can get ad sale money or, affiliate money, right? Join the affiliate program for Back to Business, right? Work on bringing in some extra passive income. Then you could do side gigs. There's Fiverr, there's TaskRabbit. I have clients who have, they do fashion and style. They're Amazon influencers, or they put their stuff up on Poshmark. They sell their clothing on Poshmark. Do some things to make some extra money. One of my clients, she said, I remember, LaShonda, you were telling me to do Fiverr, and then I finally created my account and I sold a couple of things on that platform. And then you could do side jobs. Some of you guys, honestly, before you can build your business, you need a remote work at home job bringing you in money, right? Apple is always hiring people remotely. Amazon is always hiring people remotely. There's a platform called Appen, Appen. If you take a look at a website called Flex Jobs, Appen is a company that's always hiring people remotely, right? Some of y'all need a job, right? That can give you some, okay, let me do this remote work, sustainability while you're trying to build your real business. Something, side jobs, side gigs, passive income, creating a cushion, help your money grow. Even investments. We've got the amazing Carol Sankar. She always talks about stocks and real estate. We had Katoya. She also talked about stocks as well. She works remotely for Apple, and she's got Apple stock. These are some amazing speakers that we've had as part of Back to Business, and their sessions, by the way, are included in the Start and Grow bundle. Some of you guys got the Start and Grow bundle with the 47 power moves, some of the best of Back to Business of the past. But again, these are some of the things that I have done and recommend if you're trying to build your business while you're trying to squirrel up your funds and create some form of consistency. These are the things that I've done and recommend to you. So we are about to jump into the next session with my girl, Lavon. Feel free to check in with me if you have questions about what you need to do. You can always email sistasense@gmail.com, number one. Number two, if you ever wanted to schedule a call with me, you can go to callme.sistasense.com. I highly recommend, because you see I talk fast, I highly recommend you get the replays and you get all the good for Start and Grow. So those of you guys who are participating right now, take a look at the screen. Use that code that you see on the screen that says get the replays, Start and Grow. Then you see the code. Use that code so you guys can upgrade. If you just, some of you guys got the full registration, but for those of you who just got the live or just got the live and the replays, maybe you want to get the whole bundle. Use that code. Cannot say it again. Enough. Half off, by the way, that ends today, because once the conference is officially done, it's a wrap, and we will be moving into complete regular price points. So opportunities expire. All right, y'all, that is it for me. Let me know what you thought about the first session, me sharing some things that you guys can strategically do to start to work at home full time. I really hope that was helpful. I literally, Lavon, if you could hit *6 to show yourself on the screen, that would be wonderful, because then I can start your session.
This session is no longer being recorded.
So, that was my session. Let me make this screen small so I can put Lavon's session on the screen and make her live. I'll probably let you guys listen to a little bit of the good of Lavon. I don't know how the audio is going to be from a different computer. Let's see, show attendees. Can I find you, Lavon? Yes. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am well today. I am blessed. Can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. Loving it. Okay, so I've got your presentation on the screen. I'm going to enlarge it so that we can start. So when you need me to, you just let me. Wait, is this the right one?
Yes, ma'am. Is that the updated one?
It is.
Okay. Okay. We're ready?
I am. I just wanted to make sure I had the arrows working the way they need to. Also, let me just hit full screen on the browser so that looks the way it needs to as well. All right, Lavon, I got you.
The recording has started.
So welcome to our next session, ladies, with the amazing Lavon Weaver on how to start and do more, how to feel better with daily affirmations.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. And LaShonda, I just want to thank you for having me. It is truly a blessing to be here. My name is Lavon Weaver, and I am the founder and creator of Live Vibrantly. And today I'm honored to be here to share with you some practical tips of how you can start to do more and feel better with daily affirmations. And I thank LaShonda for allowing me to be here today because I'm going to share some tips that have really helped me in the past. As I said, I am the creative energy of Live Vibrantly. I am an educator, I am an artist, and I am a writer. And I have been creating since I was about 5 years old. And what I do is that I use my love of words and art and my passion to just make a meaningful difference in the lives of everyone every day. So before we begin, I'd like you to just take a moment and just to pause and just to think about these three thoughts. A lot is going on over the past 7 months, and we have all experienced so many things. And one of my spiritual teachers, who's very, very wise, gave me some words of wisdom that really, really helped me move through and continue to help me move through each day. And these are not teachings that are new, but one of the things that she gave me three tips. And the first tip that she told me about what we're experiencing now, she said during this period of change, that nothing that is happening is personal. And I'd like you to just breathe and think about that for a moment because a lot of times when things happen, we think it's just us. But just kind of thinking that it's not personal and knowing that, it kind of helps you to look for ways to stay connected and build healthy relationships, even in times when it's a little bit challenging. The second tip that my teacher told me was that nothing was permanent. And we always hear this too shall pass. That's true. Everything must change. We change every day. Trees don't fight to say, hey, I'm going to stay a tree or I'm not going to grow until the flowers grow. So everything must change. And during this season of change, just be mindful that you're being offered an opportunity to know more, to be more, and don't resist it. And the third tip that my teacher shared with me that nothing is perfect. And that really, really helped me because a lot of times when we think about starting and beginning, we look for everything to be perfect before we make a move. And at this time, I'd like you to be open to seeing new possibilities and to do what brings you peace. So, as we start this session, I like to start with this quote. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. And I like that quote because how we start our mornings kind of jump starts or kind of the foundation of what the day will be. That's not to say that as we go throughout the day, we can change our thoughts, but what we do in the morning really, really makes a difference. So I know a lot of times I'm working from home and there's that tendency and that temptation to let's check the emails, let's check the news. But as we go through making changes to start to do more and to feel better, let's reconsider what we're doing in the morning. So my question is, what can you do more of each day to start to feel better? My first tip, something that really, really helps me, is to start where you are. And I'd like you to read the quote on the screen, and I'll read it for those who are not participating virtually. It says, "No one can go back and make a brand new start. Anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending." That is such a powerful quote. That quote is powerful because it's a reminder that we cannot change everything or anything that has happened, but right where you are is a powerful and a very important place. It reminds you that even though things that have happened, that you are enough, you know enough, and you have enough to start. And what you need to do does not depend upon anyone else, but right now that you have an opportunity to make a difference. And knowing that you are enough, and let me just clarify, it doesn't mean that you don't need help, doesn't mean that you don't need anything. It means that the way that you see yourself as an asset, that you are valuable, and that every place that you go, you have something meaningful to contribute. So I would like to share this affirmation with you. And as you consider this affirmation, it's an affirmation that really, really helped me when I went through a difficult time.
So I've
Because
muted
basically,
myself
when I
on the
had to
webinar
make a
so
choice
that
if
I
I
could
was going
say
to stay
goodbye to you
where I
guys
was
because I need to focus on these
or
people right
start
here.
again, I needed to
After
really just know
Levon,
within myself
we're
that
going
I
to
wasn't
do
enough
Brand Like a
because it
Boss
was
with Jay
working in me for
Stone.
50
And
years.
at some point, maybe I'll try and come back and do a live in combination. But for now, I'm gonna head off. Remember, like literally $10, you can register to participate live today. So it's not a lot if you want to participate live, but there will be a lot of information. So I highly recommend not just getting the live, but also getting the replays. And of course, if you have questions, you can check in with me and let me know.
All I need to succeed is already within me.
So just go to backtobusiness.me to register. Email sizzlesense@gmail.com if you have any questions, and I'll try to check my email as the speakers are going through their sessions today. Okay. Thanks, guys, so much for joining my live. Feel free to share, turn on alerts and notifications so you can see the next time I'm here live so you can jump on live with me. Mwah. Take care, guys.
So as you consider your enoughness, remember that every space that you enter, you are